Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Now today I'm going to start another three sets, and I think inshallah I will complete today all sets of life science. Let's start. Today I will start the questions of Bowden Government Model Madrasa. The first question: movement of roots towards the source of water. Source of water means hydro. So the term hydro will be in the answer. Hydro. This is hydrotropism. Hydro means water. From which of the following plants gibberellin were discovered? Fungus. I think you can memorize the fungus Gibberella fusicari, from which this hormone was discovered. Japanese scientists discovered this. Gibberella fusicari is the fungus. Third question: which of the following is not artificial plant hormone? Cytokine. Except cytokines, all are artificial hormone. Which of the following is not an endocrine gland? In not endocrine gland means exocrine gland, so which must have duct. Pituitary is endocrine, thyroid endocrine, salivary, because salivary gland has the duct and secretes digestive enzyme. The different strata of air, soil, and water where living organisms survive or live together is called biosphere. The process of converting ammonia to nitrate, nitrification, this is called nitrification. The process of converting ammonia to nitrate. The same question is repeated. So I think the question would be the main respiratory organ of human being, and the answer would become lungs. Okay. Or respiratory organs of fish, that would be gills. Either two of these answer is correct, and the question should become another question. The same question is repeated here. So let's go to the next question. Sundari belongs to halophytes. Halo means salt. The plant growing in salt areas called halophytes. Which of the following which is the phenotypic ratio of a monohybrid cross? 3:1. Conjugation is the method of reproduction in Spirogyra. The central nervous system consists of brain and spinal cord. This question is repeated 2 or 3 times. Brain and spinal cord. The pain is disturbing. A.J. Bose used and proved the existence of life in plants. Used crescograph. Crescograph. Locomotive organ of Euglena, flagella. The pen is disturbing. What is the reason? So let's change the pen. I have changed my pen. Locomotive organ of Euglena is flagella. Okay, flagella. Full name of FSH, follicle cell stimulating hormone or follicular stimulating hormone. MyPay is characterized by concave type of lens, concave. In human, dash pairs, opposite 22 pairs. Pairs, don't write 44. Okay, pairs. Here the term pairs is written here, so you should write 22. So don't this type of mistakes. Maybe someone will write 44. Now total number is 44, but in case of pair it would be half, that means 22 pairs. Now next question is true or false. Mendel chose 7 contrasting characteristics in pea plant. This is right. True. Variation is a result of excessive reproduction. False. The capacity to replace damaged, lost parts is termed regeneration. Yes, this is true. The word biodiversity was first coined by Desmond. No. It should be W.G. Rosen. It is false. The book Origin of Species was written by Darwin. This is true. Gregor Johann Mendel is known as the father of genetics. This is also true. Now, column A and column B. Non-leguminous plant is able to fix atmospheric nitrogen. I think it is printing mistake. Connected link is given before nitrogen. So it is A. Modern horse equals D. Platypus. Platypus is the connecting link. That means it should become the answer. So E, F, G right here, connecting link. G, Archaeopteryx missing link. F, Trendle in pea plant. Trendle in pea modified leaf. Hinge joint. Knee. Now next question is 2.19. What is emasculation? You know emasculation. What is emasculation? Emasculation is the removal of pollen grains without harming the gynoecium. This is called emasculation. Okay, I want to say once again that removal of anther without harming gynoecium is called emasculation. What is the role of myotome in locomotion of fish? Myotome is a V-shaped muscle found in the fish. It is attached with the bone on both sides of the fish and helps in the movement of fish by contraction and relaxation. That's why it can move backward and forward. Okay, so if you want, then I want to show you this from my book. If you fit necessary. Okay. See the answer. Only write the 2 points. V-shaped myotome muscles of fish present at two sides of vertebral column contract alternately in a synchronous fashion. This muscular action creates a lateral undulating movement in its body that helps the fish in swimming. That writes the 2 points only. Though I have told you, even after, if you want to write from my book, then I'm giving you. Okay. Now let's see the next question. What is the function of pupil in human eye? It it allows the amount of light to enter the eye. Okay. What is the function of pupil? It allows the amount of light to enter the eye in human. What name the sources of testosterone? It is testis. Okay. Sources of testosterone is testis. Cite an example of nastic movement. Nastic movement means when I touch me not plants, then its leaflets droops. Okay, droop down. This is an example of nastic. And another example of nastic cholon is tulip flower opens during sunrise and closes after sunset. That means it is photonastic movement. How many daughter cells are formed as a result of meiosis? 4. Write the name of one endangered animal conserved in Gir Forest of National Park, Asiatic lion. Gir, Gir Forest is national park which is situated at Gujarat, Asiatic lion. How to keep in your mind? The Gir Forest is situated in Gujarat. G for Gujarat and G for Gir. Okay. The same alphabet used or same alphabet locates the position. Give an examples of a vestigial organ of human being. Appendix. Or you write coccyx. Or you write nectatic membrane. A number of examples you can find in your book. Next question, group C. Each question carries 2 marks. State Mendel's law, first law of heredity. So write it from your book. First law means law of segregation. This is the first law. Law of segregation. And second law is laws of independent assignment. Law of independent assignment. Two main laws of Mendel's are law of segregation and law of independent assortment. The first law is law of segregation. Okay. But in other books you can find besides these two laws there are also another law of dominance and law of recessive. But that is not the main law. But the two main laws are law of segregation and law of independent assortment. If you are asked in the examination, write Mendel's law. So you should write only two laws, law of segregation and law of independent assortment. Write two merits of cross pollination. You can find it from your book. Even after I want to say that cross pollination, one merit is cross pollination helps to produce new variety of plants. And second point is as new variety are produced, so this is resistance to diseases. Third point, new varieties are produced, so new varieties are produced, so products would be much more. What are new metaphors? New metaphors are pencil-like structures that arise from the root and comes above the ground in mangrove plants. Where they are found in mangrove plants. Okay, and you should write in bracket also. For example, Sundari. Write to physiological adaptive features in Sundari. On adaptive features is viviparous germination is found. Viviparous germination is found. And second point is new metaphors are found. New metaphors are found. New metaphors are found. And if you require another point, then sunken stomata are present. And another point is cuticle is present on the surface of the leaves. And differentiate between phenotype and genotype. I have told you this before in another set. So you said you should see the other sets also so as to get the answer of this question. Write two characteristics of mitosis division. It increases the cell number. Another it repairs the wound. Mention the functions of any two parts of a neuron. Mention the function of any two parts of a neuron. Cell body receives nerve impulses and axon carries the impulses and sends it to the next neuron. Okay. Explain myopia. Myopia is one type of defect in vision where the person can see the near object but cannot see the distant object, and it can be overcome by the use of concave lens. What do you mean by the law of use and disuse in case of evolution? The law of use and disuse, and this is the law of Lamarckism. Okay, this is the important theory of Lamarck's. law of use and disuse. They, it means that if I use a particular organ, that organ would be efficient and large, and if you don't use any organ, that organ will be degenerated and reduced in size and may extinct in the near future. This is the law of use and disuse. Which reactants were used in the experiment of Miller? This question is repeated 2 or 3 times. Reactants means ammonia, hydrogen, another is ammonia, sorry, NH3, ammonia, and another reactants I cannot remind to my memory. Let's see, please. Let's see once again the ammonia, hydrogen, and methane. Most probably it would be methane. Even after let's see, because when I have started to see the answer, so it will be methane. I think it will be methane. Methane, yes, methane, ammonia, and hydrogen in the ratio 2:1. Methane, CH4, in the ratio of 2:1. Write the two difference between locomotion and movement. Locomotion, what is locomotion and what is movement? Movement is the change in posture, and locomotion is the change in or displacement. Okay. And two difference, and another difference, locomotion is found in animals, but movement is found in only plants. Okay. Mention the bad effects of eutrophication in the living world. It creates BOD, that means biological oxygen demand. And another effect is it creates algal bloom. Mention two functions of spinal cord. You can find it from your book, because all types of books you can get this answer. And write that. Mention two functions of spinal cord. Though you can find it in your book, just I want to say that spinal cords bears nerve impulse. It contains both motor neuron and sensory neuron. So it receives nerve impulse from the receptor and carries it to the brain, and from brain through motor neuron it sends the nerve impulse to the effector. Write the different methods of ex situ conservation. That means zoological garden, or zoo, botanical garden, and cryopreservation. Define yellow spot and blind spot. I have told this before in another set, so you can see the answer of the other set where you can get the answer of this question, because this question is repeated 2 or 3 times. Mention two differences between afferent and efferent nerve. Afferent means sensory neuron, efferent means motor neuron. You know, afferent nerve means those neuron receives the nerve impulse from the receptor and carries it to the central nervous system. And efferent nerves carry the nerve impulse from central nervous system to the effector. Okay. It consists of sensory neuron, it consists of motor neurons. Where is adrenal gland located in human body? Adrenal gland is located on the upper side of the kidney. How many pairs are there in? It consists of two pairs, medulla and cortex. Cortex is on the outer side, and medulla just below the cortex. And to show you this diagram also, so that you can get clear concept. If you see it, then I think it will memorize to your brain easily. This one. This is adrenal gland. Okay, you see the kidney outer is the covering, and just below the covering is the cortex, and at the center is the medulla. So adrenal gland consists of two parts, medulla and cortex. Where is it situated? It is also like a pair of roughly triangular human adrenal glands are situated on the upper pole of each kidney. Okay, so it is also known as suprarenal gland. Supra means above, renal means related with urine. Suprarenal gland. And now next question. Oh, it is 5. This these questions carry 5 marks. So let's move to another question paper. The next question paper is South Chobbish Parganas Government Model Madrasa. The first question, decide the movement that occurs in plant due to touch. That means seismonas T. Decide a person affected with diabetes mellitus is unable to secrete which of the following hormone in adequate quantity. Diabetes mellitus, that means insulin. But if it would become diabetes insipidus, then it is associated with ADH or vasopressin. Which one of the following is incorrect about reflex action? Incorrect. Closing of eye due to presence of bright light. Conditioned reflex. No. This is not correct. It is unconditioned reflex action. Jerking of knee in born reflex action. Sneezing is sneezing in born reflex action. Breast of feeding inborn. All are inborn reflex action. This is only a close of eye due to presence of bright light. This is unconditioned reflex action, not conditioned. So this one is correct. Identify the correct pair from the following. Acetylcholine human, no. Insulin neurotransmitter, no. Muscle and gland effector, this is correct. Cerebellum contrast, no. This is correct. Select the part of human brain associated with controlling body temperature. Hypothalamus. This question is repeated a number of times. Which one is the unit of asexual reproduction? Spore. An animal uses cilia. Cilia means parasemia. Which among the following is not a nitrogenous base of DNA? Uracil, because it is present in RNA. Select X-linked recessive disease. X-linked. This is not correct. This is not correct. X-linked hemophilia. It is the correct. It is X-linked disease, but it is autosomal-linked disease. So this one is correct. One endangered species of the eastern Himalayas. Biodiversity. Hotspot. Nilgiri, lion-tailed, red panda. Free living bacteria. Clostridium. The probability of hemophilia of girl children born to hemophilia carrier mother and animal father. This question is also repeated 4 times. 4 times. So this question may appear in the exam. This is 4%. So how it is 0%? I have mentioned in by explanation. This is before in another set. So you can also see that sets. So as to get the answer of this question. The vestigial organ of a man is premolar tooth, ear, appendix. The gas was absent in the environment during the origin of life. This is oxygen. This question is also very important in physical science also. Which of the following phase of nitrogen cycle Pseudomonas is associated? Denitrification. Denitrification. Now group B. Iodine deficiency affects synthesis of thyroid hormone, because you know thyroid is related with iodine. During embryonic development and growth, invertebrates, mitosis cell division takes place, because embryo is formed after zygote. Okay, that's why it is mitosis. Length of internode genetically dwarf plant increases due to action of gibberellin. 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 Muscles helps the movement of bones away from the body. Abductor muscle. Abductor. This is an endangered animal conserved in Bhitarkonika Sanctuary, Odisha. It should be crocodile, Crocodylus porosas. Right scientific name, Crocodylus porosas. Where I will write this? Crocodylus porosas. As it is scientific name, so it should be underlined. And inflammable greenhouse gas produced from paddy fields, it is repeated 3 times. Methane. This question is also important for physical science also. Botanical garden is an example of in situ. No. Oh, that means it is uh, false. DDT is responsible biomolation is correct. Venus heart is present in fish. This is also correct. Incombi dominance found in cactus. No, this is false. Simul is an example of Ornithophilus flower. This is correct. Myopia may be corrected by wearing convex lens. No, it is should be concave. Here, on question. Oh, sorry. When I was answering these questions, it was covered by my mobile phone. Sorry. I have one question. I want to inform you one important thing that if you don't know any answer of these true and false, all all question answers is unknown to you, then what will you do? Either write all T or write all F. Okay, if you write false in case of all questions, then I think 50% you will get correct. So if all questions are unknown to you, so you are requested to write either T or F, so as to get 50% marks from these questions. Corpus callosum cerebrum. That means two cerebral hemisphere is attached by a corpus callosum. Corpus callosum. Cell plate cytokinesis. Cell plate. Plant cytokinesis. A hydra. Hydra budding. Vermis. Cerebellum. Where is the cerebellum? Cerebellum means cerebellum is also connected by connective tissue, that is called vermis. Corpus luteum, progesterone. Itai, cadmium, C. Oof. 1 second, I've missed also to see the questions while answering these questions. Now see, 2.19. Select the word 1. Acetase hormone, CSF not hormone. GTase hormone, TCase hormone. Except CSF, all are animal hormones. What is SPM? SPM or suspended particulate matter is amorphous fine particles that is sufficient enough to suspend in the air. It contains soil dust, soot, carbon particles, etc. A pair of related terms is given below. On the basis of relationship in the first pair, write the suitable word in the gap of the second pair, no problem. Amoeba binary fission. That amoeba reproduced by binary fission, and multiplication is reproduced by plasmodium. Plasmodium. What happens if a allele, alternative form of a gene is called allele? Alternative form of a gene is called allele. What happens if the functions of checkpoint in cell cycle get hampered? If the function of checkpoints in the cell cycle gets hampered, then cell will divide in an uncontrolled fashion, leading to the formation of tumor or cancer. Okay. Mention on morphological adaptation of cactus to prevent transpiration. Leaf reduces, either leaf reduces in size or leaf gets modified into spine, modified into spine, as in philo, as in uh, I cannot remember the memory. That means in Bengali it is called phonimonsa. Spine. Okay, no problem. You should write only leaf gets reduced in size or leaf gets modified into spine. Okay, or thick cuticle is present on the surface of the leaves. These are the morphological adaptation of cactus. Mention two symptoms of asthma: difficulty in breathing, difficulty in breathing, তার মানে শ্বাস প্রশ্বাসে কষ্ট হয়, তাই তো, অ্যান্ড sneezing, and another point is a chest congestion. Chest is congested, মানে বুক চেপে ধরা, chest is congested. These are the symptoms of asthma. State one important significance of nitrogen cycle. Nitrogen cycle significance, you can find it from your book. অনেকগুলি আছে nitrogen cycle. The nitrogen is the chief source of protein. So without nitrogen, protein may not be formed, and which is the important thing in our body. Whatever be the case, you may find it from your book. Now the next questions carry 2 marks. Write two differences between tropic and nestic. I have also mentioned this before. I have also shown you the answer for my books, so you can see the another sets where I have mentioned or uttar this type of question. How worker bees communicates with other regarding source and location of food. This question is repeated 2 or 3 times. Right to men's reasons behind mental success. See it from your books. Write on merits and on demerits, self-pollination and cross-pollination. You can also get it from your book. Use and disuse principle of Lamarckism. Just before this said, I have uttered this question. Law of use and disuse of Lamarckism. That means if you use a particular organ, that organ would be efficient and large in size, and if you don't use any part or any organ, then that organ would be reduced in size and will be deteriorate and would be inactive and will may extinct in the near future. Write 7 contrasting characteristics of pea plant chosen by Mendel. You can see it from your book. So one question may arise in your mind. It creates confusion in your mind that which answer should I write. So just for the reason I am to show you from my book. So if you find it necessary, if you find it very suitable than your book, then you can write it. Write it in the form of a chart, so it will be better for you to save the times. 7 para characters. See.